Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My highly esteemed colleagues, I am Sergius Ose Ogun, is a Northeast, and I'm from Edo State. I rise to move that a bill for an act to amend the National Orientation Agency Act Cap N64, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, to be independent from the Ministry of Information and receive funding directly from the federal government and for related matters, HB 1266, be read a second time. I so move.
Mr. Speaker, dear colleagues, I so second.
Highly esteemed colleagues. Mr. Speaker, this is a very straightforward amendment requested from every one of us. Introducing this amendment, the National Orientation Agency Act was established pursuant to the provisions of Section 1, Sub 1 of the National Orientation Agency Act Cap 64, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria. It has its functions, the responsibility of enlightening the general public in federal government policies, programs, and activities, mobilize favorable public opinion and support for federal government policies, programs, amongst other things. This bill seeks to repeal Section 1(3) of the Act. The agency having been established as body corporate with perpetual succession and a common seal, its existence and operations should not be made subject to the whims of the Minister of the Federal Ministry of Information and National Orientation. That's Section 1(3) of the Act. Provides that the agency shall be organized as a parastatal under the Federal Ministry of Information and National Orientation. And then, two, the second amendment sought is to amend Section 16 of the Act by inserting a new subsection of to wit, there shall be paid and credited to the agency such sums as may, from time to time, be granted to the agency by the federal government. So the amendment sought here is that the Act shall be amended by inserting a new subsection to include there shall be paid and credited to the agency such sums as may be from time to time be granted to the agency by the federal government. Basically, Mr. Speaker, my highly esteemed colleagues, the point I'm trying to make here is we need the NOA to be properly funded. The way they are positioned right now under the Ministry of Information has not enabled them or empowered them to take the programs of government to the grassroots. We have, the NOA have offices in the federal, in state capitals, and in every local government in this country. And yet we do not feel their impact. And this is not far from the fact that they are not properly funded. Most of the problems we have in the country today, if the NOA is well positioned to meet the mandate that has set it up, we will not have these problems. In the front burners today, we have the issues of Boko Haram, we have the headsmen, and then we're talking about fuel scarcity. If NOA is active, even in the local government, if they are funded to carry out their mandate, you will discover that most of the things we struggle to even explain to our constituents will be better handled by the NOA. And because communication is two ways, you are telling and then you are receiving, they will be in a position to also advise the federal government since they are close to the people. And the NOA, their mandate is not to take a flag to the National Assembly to wave when we are playing matches. They have to be able to interface with the people in the city and in the rural area. And Mr. Speaker, like I said, the way they are positioned today, they are not well funded, hence they cannot carry this mandate out. They rely on the local government chairman or head of service, where they don't have local government chairman, for stipends. I cannot remember, I don't know any one of us here, the last time you went home and you were aware that people from National Orientation Agency came to your constituent or came to your village to brief people about government programs. So now I'm saying that if we're able to do this, when the people are enlightened and the people are carried along, we will have a better society. Now, we say here that those that followed, the youth that followed Boko Haram were radicalized. But who, if this agency was active, this would have been known long ago. And when the project, when the government programs are preached to the people, they might not have received the dividends, but they know that government has good intentions for them. That might take their attention away from going the evil route. So, Mr. Speaker, not to overflow this matter, the point, what this amendment seeks to achieve is to fund National Orientation Agency properly so that they can help take government programs to the grassroots. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My highly esteemed colleagues. And
those in favor of the motion say aye. Those against it say nay. The ayes have it. And I invite the clerk to read the long title of the bill.
Honorable Speaker, honorable members, a bill for an act to amend the National Orientation Act, Chapter N64, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, to be independent from the Minister of Information and receive funding directly from the federal government and for related matters. Second reading.